Okay, I wanted to make a video about this. I seen a video like this a long ass time ago when I wasn't a profitable trader. And now that I am profitable, and there's some of you guys that I know probably haven't seen this version of the video because I watch all types of YouTubers. But I wanted to give you guys a glimpse into a mindset that will help you become a profitable trader, that will help you, switch your mindset and how you can manage your emotions, because I know you guys understand that when you're in the trade, sometimes it be feeling like you're a whole different person. Like when you're in that trade, it feels like you're doing shit that your regular self would never do. You're doing shit that you know better than, but for some reason you can't control yourself. Today's video, I'm pretty much going to teach you that emotional control, or to try to give you the best analogy that I can to get you to be able to emotionally control the trading version of yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate you into two separate people. Right now, this is you. This is the regular you. This is how you are. This is how you operate every single day. You have your trading plan. You're a disciplined trader. You do all the things that are necessary to be a good trader, right? So this is you. This is your one. This is you, just not even just about being a trader, but just being a good, well-rounded individual. You understand that you need to be disciplined. You understand that you need to be consistent in life, right? This is you. This is your understanding of that. Then this is the version of you that enters the chat when you start trading every day. So we're going to name this version of you. We're going to name the trader version of you, Nikki, and we're going to name the regular version of you, Ricky, right? So Ricky, every day does the right shit. He wakes up every day, he journals, he wakes up, he brushes his teeth, he showers, he does his same routine. He's a very disciplined person. But for whatever reason, Ricky, his name is Ricky as a person, he can't seem to figure out why it seems like there's somebody else in a room with him when he's trading. I know that's how y'all all feel, almost as if something takes over you, right? And the reason for that is just because we become a whole different level of emotional when money is involved. And our brain was created to keep us comfortable. And the most uncomfortable thing that you can do is play around with your money. And it's not normal to risk your money on a day-to-day basis. So Nikki enters the chat for Ricky. Ricky sees everything happening but has no control. So Nikki is the type of person, Ricky enters the trade. He gets into the trade for a buy. He knows why he got into the trade. He has a stop loss. He has a take profit. He maps all his shit out. He knows his risk. He understands his risk. As soon as Ricky enters the trade, something switches over. That's when Nikki comes into play. Nikki comes into play and takes over the seat and says, okay, it's my turn to come in and trade. So that's when Nikki either does things like add more contracts, even though Ricky knows way better than to do that. Takes out of the trade early, even though Ricky has been telling himself, if you get out of the trade early, I'm going to be mad. Pretty much, fuck the two examples of the two people. This is what happens when you're trading. You have to manage yourself as this regular person and this trading version of yourself. You have to be sitting above yourself, almost from the outside perspective, watching yourself trade and telling yourself what to do. So to be able to gain emotional discipline over your own trading version of yourself, you need to understand that there is a trading version of yourself. You need to understand what this trading version of yourself does. So the thing that I used to do, my hardest thing, what kept me from being profitable, was me not being able to stay in trades. So I used to think, and I used to get into trades early. So I used to FOMO into trades, and I used to not be able to hold my trade all the way to my 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And obviously, if you don't know what, I can make a video on that in a second as well. Might as well. But, so you need to understand, do you get out of trades early? Do you get in too quick? Do you over leverage and do you risk too much? Do you get greedy and hold for too long and then it comes back and it reverses on you? You need to figure out what that trading version of yourself does, and then your other version of yourself needs to sit there and watch you the trading version of yourself and keep you calm and collected. Because you have to almost have to bring your regular version of yourself to the table and quiet the trading version of yourself, because the trading version of yourself is going to make that issue that you make, whatever your issue is. Everybody's different across the board. Everybody is going to make different issues. Like I just told you guys, my main issue was not being able to hold trades. That's the main thing that held me back from being a profitable trader. But one thing that you guys need to recognize is you have to recognize what you do. So this is why journaling and all these other separate things are super, super, super detrimental. Because if you don't understand where your issue comes, if you don't understand that you're too scared to enter the trade, so now your entry's too low, or you're entering the trade way too early, so now your entry's way past, like you're just doing dumb stuff, you're getting stopped out quickly because you never got confirmation to get in the trade, you have to figure out what it is that you're doing. And obviously these things only work if you have a winning system, if you have a strategy that you have been able to back test, prove it works, you've got it from a mentor, or you just have the knowledge that this strategy works. So this works with the strategy that works, but you have to make sure that you're managing your emotions. Emotional discipline is the only thing that you really need in trading. Me becoming a profitable trader, me teaching other students, them catching on to the strategy super quick, but not having the emotional discipline to stay in the trades, or not having the emotional discipline to want to click the button and get in, and by the time they got in and they hesitated, they're fucked up. Like, I've learned a plethora of different things that people like to do when it comes to trading, but the only person who needs to know what you do wrong and who needs to correct what you do wrong is you. You need to hold yourself accountable. That regular version of you has to be there to collect the thoughts of the trading version of you and journal those thoughts, and just think of yourself as two separate people when you're trading, because it almost is like somebody else enters the room with you as soon as you click that button, and as soon as you get to being on the trade, as soon as you see that P&L fluctuating up and down, now you're making decisions that you don't normally make because there's a trading version of you come back in. I feel like I have my trading version pretty tamed, but I have different emotional days where the trading version of me comes back out. Like today, he came back out. She came back out. Whatever. I don't even know what gender my little shit is. No, I'm just kidding. But nah. The other version of me came back out today and, you know, got me emotional when I was seeing those P&L swings, and I wasn't able to control that emotion. But the regular version of me was able to see, okay, I'm not able to control my emotions today. The trading version of me is out way too heavy. And it's like, I don't literally think about it like this, but I'm putting it in an analogy for you guys to understand. When you become almost like a different person, you're shaky, you're sweaty, you can't breathe. Like, it's so crazy the things that trading, when you're trading real money or trading challenge money, or you're connected to this dream, when you're connected to this dream, it'll have you feeling so many different things. But the only thing that you have to do is manage your risk, or manage your emotions properly. Obviously that's not the only thing, but with all the other things included, like risk management, like all the other shits, you guys have to know that the best thing that you can do is simply just control that version of yourself. And it's like, not simply, it's simple, but it's not easy. So I'm not trying to downplay your journey and downplay the fact that it's been this hard. But yeah, this is a tip that I could have used a long time ago. And if it was put like this, I feel like it could have helped me. It was kind of put like this, but not in the exact way. So I appreciate you, the person who made the video. I'm not sure who it was, but shout out to you. Make sure you guys are controlling your emotions. If you have watched this point in the video, make sure you're getting 1% better every day. Make sure you're operating out of the model because of nothing. There's never an excuse or a reason as to why you're not doing at least one thing to get one step closer to your dreams, your goals, and your aspirations. It has been KIAREY Love, and I am out. Peace.